Hello, tech fans. This is Kelly Basie here with another week of the Gem Factor. And we wait for it. Bam! Gems. That's right. That's that sound effect every week, guys. If you want another one, seriously, tweet me, text me, whatever. Find me. Apply to my job and tell me that you want a different sound effect. But anyways, what's the Gem Factor? What are we doing here? Well, we do this every week. And if you haven't seen it yet, this is great. This is your first chance to hear all about it. And obviously, you're important if you're watching this because we make these for you. This is one job that is important enough that we highlight gems or reasons on why you should quit your current job for this job. And then we rank it on a scale out of 60, really, 1 through 10 on each gem, 6 gems. And we give you that final score at the end. And again, you're going to want to quit your job for this job and for the reasons that we highlight. So you got this because, hey, a friend thinks you're important enough to watch this because you're probably a fit, or we've been trying to get a hold of you via phone and you refuse to answer our calls. Yeah, we hear that all the time. Or, you just have never even heard of recruiting and you've never actually knew that recruiters could be cool and we can make videos. So here we go. Let's get to the job. We'll tell you all about it. And again, you're going to want to quit your job for this job. So what's this job? Well, this job is Manager of Application Development. All right, so the first gem is a tech stack. So this job in particular, you need to have at least a minimum of 5 years as a lead or senior developer already. You can't have at least 5 years of just development and then you're looking to get into a lead role. You're going to be groomed to be a manager, right? So they need to see some leadership skills already. This is also one that, side note, you can't be a manager already for 5 years or 10 years and hoping just to get another manager role. This is not the role for you. This is really one that they want to groom into management. So at least 5 years of a lead with the following technology stack: ASP.NET, MVC, C#, TFS or Git, so Team Foundation Server or Git experience. Actually, Git would be probably the most preferential, and then if you have TFS, do that. But incredible troubleshooting skills, obviously the whole relationship database management piece of this, but a few other perks: JSON, AJAX, and IIS, all these lingos and tech people. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you keep it straight. I can't even keep it straight. Oracle as well. So though you need to have SQL database experience, they also use a blend of Oracle. And so that's not a common thing, actually. We don't find that in many environments, that you have to kind of be cross-trained in both. So if you have experience in both, this is a job for you. So again, I'm going to harp on the fact that 5 years experience as a lead or senior, and then groom into management. We have talked way too many managers that just want to change their management role. We hear ya. We're looking for those jobs too, but this one is a little bit more special. So overall, what do we rank this? We rank this as a tech stack 10 out of 10. You're using all the latest technology, your exposure to SQL and Oracle, and really they have the budget to do so. So this is great. So let's move on. So salary. What's the salary for this? Well, you see it right there. That's a good number. 110 to 120K base plus a bonus. So the bonus can go up to 10% depending on how well the company does for the year. Full benefits, pay time off. These are full days. This is actually a really busy environment. They need you to be there and present, but that's why they pay you for it. They pay you to work hard and do a good job. And really the company has grown immensely over the last few years especially. So the demand for your skills and to just grow the team is huge. Again, they're going to pay you for it. So that's why we rank this salary actually a 10 out of 10 as well. 10 out of 10. Awesome. Oh, we pause. We pause for just a little commercial break. And why do we do this? Well, this wouldn't be possible. This glorious Hollywood screen would not be possible if it wasn't for our friends at Stingray Tech. Who are they? Well, they put this on week after week. Tim and the guys, they understand our vision, and our vision is to support you, to brand the best jobs that we have available right now and make sure that you hear about them. And, you know, it's not just a one-time thing. It's week after week and some other videos that we do as well. So if your company is looking for one right now, or if maybe you have a vision in mind, or you know of people that are looking to get their vision out into the video world, talk to Tim, stingraytech.com. They truly are the video experts. Moving back to the gems. Okay, so growth. What does it mean for the growth? Well, we look at the company as a whole, we look at the industry that they're in, and we look at really the role and the potential of what it has. So this is a Northeast Ohio company, awesome, that actually has reached $1 billion in revenue. $1 billion mark. We're not talking a couple 100,000, 1 million. That's great if you have $1 million, not even a couple 100 million. Not even 789 million. We're talking over $1 billion, people. It's a growing company, and it's based right here out of Northeast Ohio. It actually has won the award for one of the largest field service companies in the country. So not only are they making money, they're actually noted for doing it well. Your role as a manager of application development is actually working on the bread and butter application for the entire company. So you're going to be overseeing it. It's the biggest moneymaker. More tech's going to keep being poured into it. So clearly, there's room to grow within, you know, the scope of work and the type of technology that you're bringing in. Hands-on, really. So this is a technical and functional role. So you're going to come in, stay technical. I know a lot of managers, you know, some prefer not to ever be technical again. Some don't want to become a manager because they think, I'm going to lose out on my tech skills. Well, this is a chance for both. This is technical and functional. So you can learn the in and outs of the projects, but then also understand how to really manage the budgets, timelines as it relates to the people as well. So growth, this is another high ranking, 10 out of 10. Listen, people, if you've been watching, pause, okay. If you've been watching for week after week after week, as you should be, really, we don't rank things 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10 consecutively. This just hit 30 out of 60 so far, 3 gems down. Keep watching, guys. This is great. Okay, so flexibility is the next one. So there's a sense of autonomy here. Coaching and mentoring is there from the beginning, from the director and some of the managers that are in place right now. But you're going to have that ability to set the structure and the pace and maybe flex your hours if you think, you know, this team would better serve in certain capacities at different hours of the day. You also have the ability to make your own hires, bring in your own people for the team. So, I don't know. If autonomy isn't being flexible, then you give me your definition of flexibility. So, right, you're not making the videos, I am. All right, so setting the pace we talked about, but, you know, also driving in your commute, no downtown. No downtown. So when this convention and LeBron James and Indians home openers, there's all the hullabaloo around. Well, you don't have to go into that traffic. So no downtown parking. It's great. There is a possibility of occasional travel if you want to go to different sites that this company has set up at some of their other bases around the country. But really, that's pretty limited. Maybe a couple times a year, but it'll be planned travel. But I wouldn't even necessarily that's not a showstopper if you can't make it or you got family. These people are so flexible. So overall, we give it a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for flexibility. I always, I'm biased if I give somebody 10 out of 10. That's because you can bring your dog to work or you can wear your slippers to work or you never have to go in and it's remote. Yeah, then it gets a 10 out of 10. So we're giving it a 9 out of 10. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Oh, we pause for just another little bit of this broadcasting of Emerald Resource Group. That was my broadcast voice. It'll probably never come out again. Just kidding. Probably will. Okay, so why am I talking about Emerald? Well, we have a Twitter at Emerald RG, Emerald Resource Group. At Emerald RG, we give all the updates of open jobs as well as, what's going on in the industry and in the locations that we serve in Cleveland, Columbus, Cincinnati, even in North Carolina. But this is also to feature the recruiters that are actually working actively on this job. So if you're too afraid to talk to me, or I'm scaring you right now and you can barely watch this, here, get ready. You'll meet, first one, Mark. Mark is the recruiter on this role, and he's actually the owner of this firm. He's been doing this for 30 years. He lives and breathes technology, recruiting, smiling, always happy. He's great to talk to, but really, great guy. But he also has a helper on this role too, and that person is Mary Kate. So Mary Kate Stanton is working on this as well. So you'll probably, or you have been getting calls from one of these two people. So you should probably answer them because look, they're smiling, they're happy, they're doing a little back-to-back thing, duo, they understand this. They understand this job. They want to tell you more about it. They have lots to share. They'll give you really the ins and outs as much as you want to know. So email them, mark@emeraldresourcegroup.com or Mary Kate Stanton, so MK Stanton at emeraldresourcegroup.com. Leave it up there for another minute to take it in. Okay, we move on. So perks. So what are the perks for this particular company and the role? Well, it's a diverse team, really. So you're going to be working with developers, project managers, business analysts, QA testers, even the data warehousing side. You'll get to, mesh with them all, whatever it may be. Not many people are just like siloed, like, oh, I'm a QA tester. I'm never going to see anybody but my other QA testers and all my Bugzilla, Jira testing things. Or maybe you're a developer and you're always off in that corner of the room. And this actually in work environment is pretty open too as well. So it's pretty open for collaboration. All right, so that's a perk. I think that's a perk, especially when you're trying to get a lot of things done and you have to have access to people, right? It's a culture that allows for risks. So what does this mean? Well, the leaders said it themselves. Actually, one of the managers at VPs that was talking to us said, they allow their leaders and teammates to take risks and fail if needed. So they've actually have built in a room to cushion in case you fall. And it's not going to, let's say you do an implementation and it doesn't quite work. Well, because this isn't a startup company, that could be detrimental for a startup, or that could really 5 people could lose their jobs. Well, this one, this allows for a little bit of adventure and a lot of stability in playing around and understanding what maybe could work one time and maybe couldn't on another. So not a lot of companies have that room for that adventure piece. So that's a perk. Also, it's privately owned. You're not going to get lost in the shuffle. There's an emphasis on quality versus timeliness. And, again, it's agile environment, but if something needs to take a little bit longer, fine. It takes a little bit longer. Again, that quality over, necessarily timelines. And privately owned means you actually have access to the CIO. The CIO is so involved in hiring decisions. He's the one that contacts us about needs. He likes to, mentor his peers and the people beneath him. So I don't know. To me, perks, if you're going to be a manager within any sort of setting, this is the one. That's why we rank it a 10 out of 10. Awesome perks. All right. And last but not least, the coolness factor. So what makes this sizzle? Psst, why is this exciting? Why would you say, hands down, yes, I'm calling Mark or Mary Kate? Well, listen here. We've placed many folks throughout the years, Mark in particular. We've placed infrastructure guys to development to testers and BAs, entry to senior level to directors to managers. And remember that CIO I was talking about? We placed him. We placed him there. So we understand what it means to be a contributor in this environment, and we will definitely be able to share and shed all that is, all within that culture and more when we talk to you. We're going to make sure you know what you're getting yourself into, and we wouldn't put you in a culture that isn't enjoyable, right? Or you can get things done. Show and tell days. So show and tell days for this would be you can bring in your stuff. Let's say you're working on your own mobile app at home for years. I don't know. Maybe you guys are more I've been doing that this last month, and I cranked out 7 in the last 6 months or something. Okay, well, bring those in and talk about them with your peers. They have days set aside for this. Or you're working on your own drone. I didn't even know people did this. There's a lot of versions of drones out there. I was just thinking Amazon is the only one. Shows how much I know. Drones. If you bring in your drone, you can fly them around the property. Woo! Show it off. It's exciting. Even robots. Are you making other robots? Well, play for the day and bring it in. It's cool. Also, kind of being able to take whatever you're working on within the company, and you have the ability within this role to actually take it to some new markets. So they're within a service-oriented industry, and I'm not going to give it away because it would give it away what this company does, but they want to take this bread and butter to other markets, and they just established a technology company to do so. So you are on the cutting edge of something that could be a part and even blow up this company way more. That's awesome. I don't know. Cool. Yeah, you can get your name right on that. Well, all right, so Kelly, enough of this talk. What's the ranking for this one? We give it a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 for coolness factor. Northeast Ohio. What more do I need to say? Okay, so the moment you always wait for. What's the gem ranking? 58 out of 60. That is a high one, folks, right there. What do you do from here? Well, you apply. You go online. We have emeraldresourcegroup.com. Go to our career search function, and you type in Manager of Application Development or entry level of management application, and you search for it, and you find it, and you apply. Well, that resume is going to go to Mark and Mary Kate, and you could just email them directly. Say, skip that. I don't want to get lost in the shuffle. I want to contact Mark or Mary Kate right away. Do that. Call into our main line. Do so. Find it on our website as well. Tweet us. Share this with other people. Let people know that this is a role that's available here. Remember, the pay is good, the culture is great, but even so, the work is just valuable and is really making an impact in today's country and within the industry, within tech. So it's your responsibility to do so. No one's going to make you do it, but if you hate your job or if you really have been searching and looking for something more, this is your chance. So with that, I'm Kelly Basie. This is the Gem Factor. Hopefully you enjoyed this week's video. We'll be back next week. Until then, have a great one.